Has anyone noticed that the government doesn't talk about two things? They don't talk about productivity,
No, they don't.
and they don't talk about inflation.
Never.
They are the two topics that this government absolutely has avoided. And the member across there, the member for Bonner, just mentioned a number, and that number was 41,000. 41,000. What do you think Australians might equate that number to? Well, I'm telling you now, it's 41,000 small and family businesses, incomes, livelihoods that have gone broke since this government has come to power. It's a disgraceful number, and the member for Bonner should think about that number that she just spruiked. 41,000 families who now do not have a small and family business, and they've probably got mortgages that are attached to those businesses that have gone broken. They may have lost their homes as well. Who knows? But under this government's watch, productivity and inflation are pushing living standards backwards for Australians by 10%. After 4 years of this Albanese government, Australians have lived through a cost of living crisis, a cost of doing business crisis and a household recession because prices are up. Real wages are down. Australians are working harder for less, and while government is getting bigger, much, much bigger, Australians' lives are not simply getting better. And on a per capita basis, our economy is poorer than it was in March 2022. We've gone backwards. According to the latest figures from the OECD, Australia has experienced the largest collapse in living standards in the developed world. We have made no progress against the OECD average. We're still down 10 percentage points. And that's not just bad luck. It's bad management, because we have gone backwards under this government, and Australians know that. They feel it. They know it when they come out of a supermarket and they've only got half the amount in their bag that they had last time they went shopping, as inflation keeps pushing up the prices of wages. Real wages today are more than 2% lower than when Labor took office. No wonder Australians are feeling poorer, because you simply are. The Reserve Bank expects real wages to continue falling through this year. Productivity, as I said, is down 4.7% since Labor came to office in 4 short years. This is our economic potential in freefall. But what has grown? What is it that has grown, Madam Deputy Speaker? Well, the government. The government has grown. In the latest national accounts show that the public sector demand growing twice as fast as the private sector. 0.9% versus 0.4% in the December quarter. It's the second quarter in a row that government spending has outpaced the private economy. And it's that spending into the economy that the government keeps doing, because they're addicted to spending your money, that's pushing inflation up and making it hard for every Australian. Public demand is now at a record 29% of GDP. The Treasurer says inflation is being driven by private demand. That claim is in tatters. Independent economists have made it clear. When government takes up more room in the economy, which is what they're doing, remember those jobs numbers are bigger in the government, it leaves less space for families and small businesses. It pushes up inflation. It keeps interest rates higher for longer, and it makes it harder for Australians to get ahead. Inflation has risen again to 3.8%, but Labor says inflation has turned the corner. Labor says Australians are better off. Life's never been better. Labor says they are not coming after more of your money. Australians know that when Labor runs out of money, they come after more of your money. Taxes are 37.3% higher than when Labor came to office. Real household disposable income per capita is down 3.4%. Nearly 1.9 million people have been added to the population in just 4 years without the homes or the infrastructure or services to match. But look, Labor will blame increasing inflation on whatever it can, and the conflict involving Iran is going to add further instability to global markets for sure. But even before that conflict began, inflation was rising, interest rates were rising, living standards were failing. Labor will make all kinds of excuses, any excuse under the sun, to blame anybody but themselves for their bad economic management. Over here on this side, we stand for lower, simpler, fairer taxes, tax reform that rewards work and hard effort, reward for effort. We stand for restoring control of our migration program, protecting our way of life and restoring our standard of living.